put on some music. Let's not forget about the music. A little bit of background noise is always nice. A little bit of 8-bit chill times. Volume check. Oh, you can barely hear that. There we go. This does not sound like 8-bit. Oh well, that's a nice ease into this. So my last world was about 10 minutes, and this is already with my full build, so I'm gonna expect another at least hour. I'm probably not gonna have time for this. I'm gonna be watching some movies with my wife afterwards. So I'm not sure if I will actually be able to clear the system before the end of the stream. But we'll see how it goes. I could probably do it if I just dropped all my Kuma stacks, but I need these Kuma stacks for my next system. Juggernaut has turned out kind of interesting because as you pick up more haste, you would expect to pick up more sustain, but that's not actually where this is coming from. It does help, but you end up reaching a certain point where no matter your energy regen, it just isn't enough. So I'm thinking on my next trans, I'm going to have to actually spec into some reload stuff. Do a nice bit of regen on each use. It's already at like 400 each time I use it. 100-second cooldown. So that's something. And that would allow me to go into some reload rampage craziness. But that's gonna make it an even more complicated automation if I go into reload rampage, especially if I'm gonna try and use it for Kuma stacks. Oh. Jeez, those bubbles are too strong. God, I can't wait until Hand of Libertas. God, it's gonna carry me so hard. Okay, moment of truth soon. Just 4 more areas, and we get the hardest boss of the entire world. Because now is the tricky balance right now. Because this build depends so much on getting discharge and all of the other attributes, I don't at all want to lose my Kuma stacks. Without it, it takes me up until like system 20 to get a full build, and that's just rough. So yeah, so if I can keep these up, I can get my entire build. Oh shoot, I forgot to stop this. Okay, so here's this. Well, actually, if it's a treasure chest. If it's a treasure chest, I might be able to clear this. My usual strategy is to wait for a clickable bubble on this. But if it's actually a treasure chest, this might be fine. We'll see. Fingers crossed. If I can get to level 50 on this, I'll know for sure that this clears it out. And I didn't say it already, but thanks for stopping by, everybody. Drop some shit in the chat. Relax. Enjoy the show. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I only got to 39. Is it gonna catch up once I get higher stacks? I don't know. No. Dang it. Alright. What do I want to do? I want to try and keep my stacks. I'll give it another try. But if this doesn't work, I think I already have reached my peak on this transcension. That's gonna be so disappointing. If this is already my peak, I have 9 days left. That's just wrong. It takes, like, she goes up through this, like, okay, as much as the wizard is slow and steady, and maybe a bit too slow and steady when he first gets going on a new transcension, Sid is just too fast. And then she hits this brick wall, and it's just too slow to progress. Just had more gold. It's actually really close to that times 3. I wonder if that's all it would have taken to push myself through that area. Yeah, the system, I think I'm actually going to skip my crit chance nodes here, since haste is at this point more effective, and I've got a couple good paths right here. What's going to suck is if I drop these auto attack nodes, these are slightly more effective. I don't know. I just know that this ain't no top tier build. I'm what, like one system ahead of where I was yesterday, and already I'm struggling more than I was before. Hey, Cheese Lord. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could stop by. Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. I tested my mic, but I didn't really pay attention to the volume of the music itself. Any tips for Systems 2 and just starting out? I guess if you're Systems 2, you should start deciding on what your like main build is going to be. And I'm sure all of you can hear my cat there. There we go. Okay, turned up the music a bit. Yeah, by System 2 you want to start figuring out what kind of build you want to do. And usually that's going to be auto attack build or some kind of a click variation. And crit chance is a bit wonky. You don't want to go straight for crit storm. You need to build up like 10 or 20% crit chance before then. But that's not going to happen until like the end of your transcendence run. So I would suggest, if you want to do some click stuff, keep down to the bottom right. This one is a juggernaut build, so all my stuff is in here. But if you're doing click stuff, that's going to be mostly down here. Don't get caught up in the trap of click storm. Click storm is nice, but I found that huge click and big clicks are really, really good too. Haste hybrid build, as in split between haste and clicks, or what's the hybrid part of it? Okay, yeah. Like, haste is good on every single build. So you really cannot go wrong with it. And haste is going to decrease the speed of your skill refreshes. As you can see here, I'm at like 16 times. So the delay between each skill is 0.12. And not sure if a click build can get exactly up to that amount, but it can help as well. Killing Frenzy is good when you're already starting to have trouble actually carrying through the zones. And what else is good? Small clicks is good to start with, but once you start getting too many big clicks, like 30 or 40, you really don't need the small clicks anymore because you already have so many. This might be useful if the path to it is good for you. I haven't paid attention to this side of the tree yet. Sorry, that song just got a lot louder. I haven't paid attention to the side of the tree yet, so I don't really know what the good paths are. Super efficient paths. What else could we say? Flurry is nice. Again, once you have like 100 multi-click stacks from it itself, it's not as needed. Hecaton's Echo, this is a massive, massive, massive damage boost. Especially once you pick up golden clicks from down here. And another huge node for any build really is going to be the huge click discount right here. This actually is multiplicative with the item cost reduction. So the more huge clicks you have, the more cost reduction you have. And it's pretty darn great. And apparently I am clearing the boss just fine this time. Q. That's just like, what, 20 minutes to clear one world? This is not off to a good start. This is where I start to get worried. If I can't keep these stacks, the next system is going to be taking 5 days or something. Okay, I think that should balance the music a bit better. It was a bit loud on my side, so I turned it up on the stream dash. There you go, and then once you clear out that 25 boss, pretty much everything else is a lot more chill. As you will be seeing shortly once I get past this cape item. To put it bluntly, yes, but you don't do only damage. Like I said, gold is damage as well. So adding it into this gold received is really good. Treasure chest chance is usually pretty good on your first transcension. You should be able to get up to like 30 or 40%. So boosting it a little bit more as well is pretty good. Bonus gold chance is good, but you don't have to dump all of your points into it. So yeah, pretty much spread it evenly as best as you can, while taking into account how many nodes you've actually picked up on the tree. And so for example, this one is level 8. I think it cost me like 25? I can't remember how many souls to upgrade it last time. But I kept going with it because I'm picking up like 18 auto attack nodes on each ascension. So it's more valuable for me to have this perk higher, even though it only costs 12 to upgrade here. Upgrading one equivalent here means that this needs to be double the cost of upgrading it. And since I got to that breakpoint and I'm at like 5 or 6, I can't remember, upgraded nodes, here, this one is upgraded, this one is upgraded, both of these are upgraded. I'm not collecting 18 every time, I'm collecting like 25 or 30. So that means that this is even more valuable than last time. It's great. God. Oh, right. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, this song is so quiet, but I remembered I increased the volume on the stream itself. No. There we go. Alright, this one should be fine. Oh man. See, this is why gold and cost reduction would be great. Why it is great. It's because this would have been a times 10 had I had more gold than what I got this time. So gold isn't as easy of a multiplier to actually quantify as anything else, but more is always better. I think each zone is like 10 times more gold than the last one, and each item threshold is about that amount as well. The cape is the only one that you actually need to upgrade past level 7 or 10 most of the time. If I get lucky, I might get a clickable right before the last boss and practically one-shot it. So I did say I wanted gold, right? Yeah. That should help barely. For everyone new who stopped by, thanks for coming up. Drop some messages in the chat. Tell me how your day was. Tell me how terrible the music is. Whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah. Decent. Alright, let's get lucky. Hopefully, on the next one. Oh man, 2 gold piles. You guys ever get like this nostalgia trip that you want to do? I don't know. I have like a common thing, me and my wife, we watch a movie as often as possible, and we've gone down like this animation route. So we've watched pretty much all of the Studio Ghibli movies. I actually hadn't seen much of them. But then last night, The Land of Before Time actually popped up, and I was like, oh my gosh. I cried when I was a kid. And yeah, that movie is, it still holds up. It's very much a kid's movie though. I didn't realize just how much of a kid's movie that thing was. Especially when you compare it with like Princess Mononoke. Oh yeah, Spirited Away was interesting. I don't know if I could pick a favorite of those though. Like, they all have their own quality. Like, even the one with a bunch of tanuki. That one was kind of bizarre, but still good. I guess, you know, if I had to choose between Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away, I would actually probably pick Spirited Away. Mononoke, like, it has a good message, but the second half of it is very much just, okay, everything is fixed now. So, which, I mean, most kids' movies, kids' shows are like that anyways. Where's my water? Stay hydrated. It's important. Okay, getting close. Okay, at the end of this one I need to stop this and pause it and hope that I get a bubble. Or a good chest spawn. let's see what comes up here. Oh, alright. 30% chance for times 10 multiplier on this guy. Do I want to risk it, or do I want to just sit here for the bubble? I'm already at level 32. Chances are pretty high that I should make it. 26. Okay, I'm gonna gamble. See if I can make it to 50 with this guy. Damn! Wait, is this running? Shit, it wasn't actually running. Yeah, Kiki's was definitely cute. And again, it was one that didn't have a, okay, everything is fine now, resolution. Which I really appreciate. And it's honestly really hard to do in an hour movie, or hour and a half, however long those things are. Because you have to get the setting in, the build up, and then the resolution somewhere, somehow in there. And it doesn't look like I'm gonna finish this. I wonder if it's because the pause screwed it. No, even then I'm losing. Sid, you need to keep your good girl stars. I can't let you lose them. I can't let her lose her good stars. Yeah. This is with like 1,300 hero souls. Yeah, 1,300 hero souls in it. Also for the haste, take into consideration that I have Gifted Chronos, so that doubles all of my haste, and my ethereals have a bunch of haste on it. Energy, weapon, treasure. That one is potentially interesting. I could test that out. Ah, shoot. Only shows up on the next run. So that technically should be an increase in the amount of maximum stacks I can get. But I think it would only be 2 more casts. Nah. You'll get there. It's literally just like building up, stacking everything. Then the click damage. Random 140 times more damage. Like that right there, this is why those click builds are so good. I've barely invested into huge click and it's already 140 times more damage. It's sad. Oh well. On the bright side, I have infinite energy and mana. It's a perk, right? I can cast everything. Well, I guess not infinite. because of the juggernaut curse. Oh wow. I really hope I can keep her good girl stars. I really do. Jesus. How does it get so chunky? I think those are the times 10 multipliers right there. Alright, this time I'm gonna be patient. Because I'm an auto attack build. So this 140 is actually next to no damage compared to 100 juggernaut stacks. So it's also kind of out of my way, not really. Okay. Looking for that crit. There we go. Yes! Clickable. Perfect. Alright. Perfect. That is why I go clickable builds. Oh my god, and it one-shot that thing. Jesus. So much better. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't building the stacks. But yeah, Martinez. Martinez? Ah, shit, I can't. I am not gonna be able to get your name right. Since I'm going to discharge build, this multiplier is next to nothing. I already have 500 damage on my auto attacks, and that click damage is only bringing me up to about, what was it, 2400? So, again, it's next to nothing. Discharge, its base, is ×4. Yeah, but I ended up with that little bit of a Spanish accent on it, that Spanish flair. I don't know where the heck that came from. Hi. Okay, so at this point I should have nothing to worry about. It's all just a waiting game. What even is this multiplier? 120. I have that on my spreadsheet right now. So 100 stacks with my 500 damage multiplier is, yeah, that's 1,000. It's 1,000,000. Yeah. 1 billion damage. Right now, each swing. Let's kill my CPU. Where is it? Frame drops right there. This is where it would be really sweet if they could add different colorations for different skill effects. Because I'm guessing the 7 that I see popping out sometimes on the side over there, I'm guessing that's my discharge. But I don't know if it is or not. How am I supposed to see it among the other, like, 150 damage readouts right there. So I don't even bother looking at it most of the time. Alright. Oh shoot, am I? No, I'm not even on capes. Jeez. Jeezumses. That should help. Yes, yes it does. Man. One thing that's nice about this whole pandemic situation is working from home. But one thing that I really miss from the office is the air conditioning. Because it has gotten so hot this week. I hope you guys have been able to survive. My body is not meant for this hot weather, and it's not even that hot. Like if a Texan came in and I said, "Oh my God, it's probably what 80 degrees right now," he'd just laugh. Give me that minus 30 Celsius winter. That's what I came here for. I love my wife, but I actually came here for the freezing winters. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You didn't miss anything. I'm just talking random shit. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Good. That means more views for me.
One view.
Hey, it's what counts. Shh, no. Oh no. Is it gonna catch up? Oh, we'll see. Oh gosh, yeah, Florida in July is hell. But let's see, discharge, boost, auto attack, and click damage. No, discharge is purely auto attack. So the formula is. Let me do a screen share real quick. Oh no, there's no way you're gonna see that. See how we're doing over here. Shit. You're doing crap. Alright, there we go. Formula. No, shit, that's not the right one. That! Okay. Discharge formula is 4 times the cost, all of that, to the power of 1.05, and then you multiply that by your auto attack. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm gonna drop it. I have no choice. I'm just gonna end up dropping it here. I have nothing else to boost myself with. Jesus. Well, I tried. But yeah, if you go discharge, you don't have any boosts to your click damage. And That's why huge click is next to no damage, and why big clicks, I do have a bunch of points in it, but only because it crosses my path. And I have no choice but to pick it up sometimes. Sometimes. Man, okay, well, I guess the next system is going to be the last time I ascend, because it's going to take me like 2 days just to get back to discharge. I watch my XP bar. That is why I wanted to keep it until my next system. God, I wish I could buy them back. The worst thing about this build is that I can't rerun older systems. Actually no, with this version, now with durators, I probably could. But before, when I was using Managize, if I reran older systems, I would just completely run out of energy. Poor Sid. She tried so hard. Oh well. Spreading things around too much, maybe? Like, this is not an easy game. This is Path of Exile levels of min-maxing, except you don't have to think about defenses as well. You just go straight damage. But there's, especially for Sid, there's so many combinations of everything that it's easy to get lost in what is and isn't a good combination. And especially when you don't know exactly the formulas of discharge and stuff. Yeah, it's easy to get mixed up. And so that's why the most powerful thing in the game isn't actually the hero souls, it's your knowledge of how your character works. And refining it with each time you gain new pieces of knowledge to sharpen its blade until it pierces all enemies. God. This needed to happen on the next system. No. Oh well. How many extra points have I spent? Not much. Like I was about to say maybe if I could set something up for reload rampage and get that extra double gold multiplier, it would have saved me, but I didn't even have enough skill points to path there. Shame. Shame on me. Ow, everything. Yeah, this game definitely... What's the word I'm looking for? It definitely rewards players that specialize in one damage type because you are limited in the amount of points that you can pick up each ascension. Maybe, quite possibly, once you can balance out like all of your skill levels, all of your trans perks, and for like 20 areas, you're zooming through it. Maybe after like ss13, it is the smart move to pick up every single damage type and synchrony. And that way when you're pushing, you're not lacking anything special. But definitely in the early game, you do need to focus on one or the other. But we're still in the experimental phase, so nobody really knows what's the best in-game stuff right now. As long as you're not the guy stuck in System 1 for 2 weeks, you're doing fine. Kind of feel bad for those guys. Yeah, I do feel sorry for them that they end up getting stuck like that. And I don't know how it happens. Actually, I do have an idea. System 1 is so slow to get going. It's easy to just set it, go idle for a day, come back, oh, I made like 0 progress because your automator sucks, your skills are just barely working, and all of that put together, and you just say, this is an idle game. I just set it up and it's good to go. And you can't really do that until System 2 or 3. Maybe that's the mindset that these guys had. Yeah, if that's what they were thinking, if that's what happened, I could definitely see it. I don't remember if I actually picked this up last system. Shame on me if I didn't. Yeah, that's the problem with this build too. Without discharge, I am not doing anything. Like, if I turn this off, that's how much damage my auto attacks are doing. Hundreds of them at once. Okay, not hundreds, but 100 of them. So yeah, I'd say if you've invested into a lot of big clicks and huge clicks, start putting more stock into your actual click damage. And try pushing your build that way. I don't know what system you're in already, If you're still only system like 2 or 3, that's fine. If you're further than that, I'm not sure what the best move would be. Ooh, ooh, damn it. Missed the pile. Yeah, that's actually pretty average, totally a cow. As long as it's not taking you 2 weeks to get through the first system, you're doing okay. You'll make it. I'm not sure what the wizard's state is right now, but if you make it to system 6, like complete it, that's pretty alright. That's like the average person who is just playing around with stuff. Yeah, I'd say Martinas. I think I got close there. Martinas. No, the Y was wrong. Martinas. Yeah. I'm sorry. My wife just glared at me. Oh, shoot. And she has good reason to. It's already 10:20. But yeah, I would say decide which is more interesting to you. If it's going to be the whole big clicks, multi-clicks, and huge click combo that does some massive damage every once in a while, or the build-up damage type of the juggernaut. I will say that for now it seems like click damage is the way to go. If you really want to go for the most meta builds, and those builds I don't really have a lot of insight in, so yeah. Dump your stuff into what am I looking for? Trans, yeah. Gold received, crit chance, crit damage, haste. I wouldn't do this one too much until you can get it really high up. Monster gold isn't that great. I liked it personally because I didn't think I would get a whole lot of chest chance. But looking back, I probably would have been better to go ahead and put it into this. And you can usually ignore these trans perks and bigger big clicks, of course, huge clicks, of course. Monocrit, questionable. It depends on whether you want to use a storm or not. If you've gotten up to system 9, you'll probably want to look at using crit storm. You should be able to get to like 40-50% crit chance if you've upgraded nodes and got a good path with like at least 10 each system. And that is where crit storm really shines. And after that, sustained power surge is really good, as well as improved power surge, and reload is a great way to sustain your energy in addition to energize. If you get enough reload points, you don't need synchrony like whatsoever. That's it. Yep. Whereas me, I can ignore the big clicks, and actually I'm not going to be ignoring reload anymore because I want to do some rampage reload next time, probably. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, I gotta shut this all down and enjoy some Love, Death, and Robots. So, thanks for showing up, everybody. It was nice. It was. And I don't know if I'll have time to do another one of these this week. Vacation is next week, and I want to get my next video out. So, yeah. Until next time.